Hey, what up, y'all? This is Cam, and welcome back to Anomaly. That'll be interesting to react to some TikTok financial advice. I've heard some good, some bad, mostly bad. Let's just go with the first one.
Here are 3 things to uplevel your finances in 2024. Number 3 is probably the most important, but the hardest one to do. Number 1 is you're going to stop the Delulu spending and we're going to start living within our means. It is okay if you don't go on that vacation. It is okay if you don't have the latest handbag. It is okay if you don't buy that latest skincare product. Take a look at how much money you bring home every single month and how much you owe every single month. Good baseline for you to start is 50% towards essentials, 30% towards lifestyle, and 20% towards saving and debt. Number 2 is you're going to pay your
Okay, so she's talking about the 50, 30, 20. I know a lot of people that use that. I know a lot of people that don't. There's a 50, 30, 20. There's the $0 budget where you assign every dollar towards something, even if you assign it towards savings, and you assign it towards investing, you assign your dollar towards something. I think honestly, I think you should try a couple different budgets and just stick with whatever you feel works for you. You want to keep things as simple as possible. So if you try the 50, 30, 20 and that doesn't work for you, try another one. Try the $0 budget where you assign a dollar to everything. And really just do what works best for you. There's tons of different ways of budgeting and different budgeting strategies. You just need to try whatever works for you and stick with that. We need to stop at the Delulu. Do you know how many people do not have the money in their bank account, do not have the money to pay for whatever they want, and they will go on the vacation anyway, and they will go and buy the car anyway. They will go and buy the house anyway. They will go and buy those Christmas presents anyway, just because, and they know that they don't have the money. Like we need to stop she's right. We need to stop the Delulu. We need to stop doing that. And then at the same time, in the same breath, say that we want to get our budget right. We want to build our savings. No, you need to pick one. You need to either be in delusion, or hopefully you choose the other, the latter option, and you stop and you make changes. If nothing changes, then nothing changes. We need to start making those changes and making those changes now. But yeah, she's definitely right. She's on point. Why don't we go with
What
Dean?
is financial advice that you would give your younger self?
Make more money.
Shit.
Shoot.
Bought a house much earlier.
Now, this is probably for his specific situation. Kind of going back to the last thing, if you're not a place in your life where you can afford that down payment and the closing costs and to furnish the house and everything comes with that, then you're not ready to buy a house. No matter if that's earlier in life or later in life. Now to add more context, I think what he's trying to say is I wish I did the things I needed to do earlier in life that would have prepared me to buy a home much sooner. I believe that's what he's trying to say. Hey, I didn't have the money to buy a home. I waited and waited, and I had to save and save and get enough money for a down payment. So I wish I'd done all those things earlier in life that I knew I needed to, so that I was able to afford a home earlier. I think that's what he means.
Studied how to trade.
That's the thing with a lot of these finance terms. This is a lot of finance jargon. Trading is one thing. Investing is something completely different. Trading and investing, some people use it synonymously, but it's not really. Trading, more people equate that in their minds to more short-term trades. So when you buy a position and you don't plan on holding on to it very long, when a lot of people think of investing, they're thinking more long-term. Like you're gonna hold on to these investments and positions for a long time, and you're most likely using them for retirement, and you don't plan on selling them anytime soon. I think we need to have a really strong foundation of investing, getting started with that early. Trading comes with a lot more risk. Yes, could potentially be with more reward, but with that reward does come a lot more risk. So I think that's really important to point out Because a lot of these gurus will tell you to learn how to trade, buy their trading course, do this, do that, learn how to trade options, learn how to trade futures, learn how to trade forex, and is a very small percentage of the population that actually can trade and trade effectively. And even they don't have like a normal sleep schedule. They're getting up at all hours of the night, stressed out. It's very, very tough. There's a reason why there's not a lot of very successful traders out there, and there's a reason why there's a lot of firms that specialize and things like that. And now you don't just see a lot of TikTokers and Instagram influencers trading like that. I would say 9.9999 times out of 10, when you see an online influencer talk about they made this money trading and they're successful trading, a lot of it is BS. A lot. A lot. I even had someone reach out to me. I saw someone and they made a post about trading options, and I was like, oh wow, that's pretty dope. Like, I don't really know a whole lot of young black women that trade options and things like that. And so I think I made a comment or something like that on the post, like, hey, that's pretty dope. They sent me a DM. They sent me a DM and wanted me to get me like into their sales funnel and buy the course and everything. I picked up game right from the start. And then I pretty much let them know, like, hey, I'm not trying to buy no course. I know what I'm doing. I just don't do it for certain reasons. But I made it pretty clear, like, hey, I know what I'm doing. And if you know what you're doing, then you would know what XYZ is. And they deleted their message. That's how I knew it was a scam. Well, I already knew it was a scam, but that confirmed it for me that was a scam. I'm like, hey, yo, if this was legit, this is real, this was like a legit business thing, legit course and legit business offering, why would you delete your message on Instagram? It doesn't make any sense. But hey, what do I know? I don't know. I know. I'm just a guy reacting to videos.
Okay, so number one, credit card APR. This is the annual interest rate that you will pay on outstanding credit card debt. Meaning, if you didn't pay your balance in full, this is interest they're charging, kind of like a penalty. This compounds daily. So if you have extra money to put on your card, put it on right now. Don't wait for your next statement to come out. Number two, we're going to talk.
Yeah, definitely. I would say that's really good advice. I would even go as far as say you need to pay your credit card off every month, because the APR, like in some companies, the APR gets up to like 26, 27%. The APR gets up really fast, really quick. So I'd say don't carry any credit card debt. Just don't do it, because if you really look at your credit card statements and you see how much you're paying interest, it's absolutely insane. So don't carry any credit card debt whatsoever, because all you're doing is you're just giving more money to the credit card companies. That's all you're doing. So if you cannot pay your credit card off in full each month, and based off your income and spending, I think sometimes at first it's really easy to let that credit card get away from you. It happened to me twice where I had a credit card and then that mug got away from me, and I thought I could handle it. I honestly didn't realize how much I was spending until I got the statement at the end of the month. But that's why they do it. When you have that card, you never really feel the pain of how much you're actually spending until you go online. But so don't carry any credit card debt. Pay it off every single month in full. But if you cannot, then yeah, what she's saying is 100%.
The third thing we're going to talk about is the different types of accounts you need. There's going to be four main types of accounts. The first one is a checking account. You're going to use this simply for your daily spending.
I agree.
No more than 4 to 6 weeks max of expenses in there. Savings accounts with your bank, these are poop. Don't use them. Instead, use a high yield savings account. This is a
Wait, huh? Did she say savings accounts are poop? Don't use savings account. Use a high yield savings account. Is that what you said? Am I tripping? No, lost your trip. Let me
Another type of account. It
play that
is
back.
basically the exact same thing as your daily spending. Keep no more than 4 to 6 weeks max
It's the
of
same thing.
expenses in there. Savings accounts with your bank, these are poop. Don't use them. Instead, use a high yield savings account. This is another type of account. It is basically the exact same thing as the savings
It's the same
account from
thing.
your bank, except it actually pays you more money. You're going to keep things like your emergency fund. So 6 months of your
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do that, if your bank has a savings account and a high yield savings account, you want to go for the one that pays you more. Yeah. Yeah, so you want to go for the one that pays you more. But honestly, do your research. Even if you find a better rate at another bank, go for the higher rate. Do your research. Don't just go to your bank and like, oh, this is what they got. Okay. Like you need to do your research.
bare bones expenses and your high yield savings account, and any short-term goals you have, anything that is less than 5 years away. And then you're going to have the fourth type.
So your savings account is for savings. But you want to have at least 3 to 6 months of emergency funds. Now, I lean closer to the 6 month of emergency fund. I lean closer to 6 months. And I'm glad that I did, because one time I did lose my job and I was unemployed for about 5 months. I figured it'd be barely even a month, maybe 2. I did take my time. I took my time, but I was unemployed for 5 months, and I didn't think it would take me 5 months. I really didn't. I really didn't. So after month 3, I was really stressed, but I was glad that I had that emergency fund. Would love more detail, more like specificity as far as like the how. I want to know how you save for retirement. I want to know how you budget. I want to know how to find high yield savings accounts. Maybe which institutions are paying the best. Which institution makes the most sense to open those high yield accounts. Things like that. But overall, I would say pretty solid advice. I didn't see anything that was too crazy. But yeah, let me know if y'all like these kind of videos. If I should continue to do these kind of videos, or what. If y'all have any videos you want me to react to, send them to my email. Got the email in the description. But thanks y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.